Alright, so here is the LG V60 ThinQ 5G, the dual screen version from T-Mobile. So there's two of them here. There's actually three of them and four of them. So I have another one of these in the box as well. I ordered these on March 20th, the first day they were available through T-Force. I didn't look at it online, I just ordered it straight from T-Force over Twitter. And I didn't realize that you could only get the dual screen in the blue color. And so I told them I wanted to buy one, get one free, and I wanted one white screen and one blue screen, or one white phone and one blue phone. And so instead, they sent me a buy one, get one free of the regular phone. But props to them, I contacted them on T-Force, they fixed the problem. They went ahead and sent me out two new dual screen combo kits. They don't sell the dual screen by itself. You have to get it in just this one single box setup here. So I'll be returning these two guys here, and then we got the dual screen one. So let's get to unboxing this. It's basically just a sheath over the two screens, or the screen and the box itself. And then this would be pretty much the same as this here, as one of these that I already got. So let's take a look. Nothing major on the box. It doesn't even say, other than where it says blue kit there, you can't even tell what color they are because the white one just says white kit there. Alright, so in the box itself, we have a little microfiber LG, which is fine. I never use these things though. Oh, there's a little sticky guy here. Let's see. Here is the blue with the gold trim. I kind of wanted the white with the silver trim with the black screen, but because the screen only comes in black, but they couldn't do it that way. If you order it from AT&T or Verizon, maybe you could. They sell them separately, but even on LG's website, I didn't see the dual screen even available, because I thought about for a second just keeping the white one over to this separate, but that seemed like a pain in the ass. This seems like pointless. It's nice card stock, I guess is what you call this, but just their warranty, 2-year warranty, and advertising LG Pay, which I'm sure I will never use. And here's just the standard paperwork and the little tool to open the SIM card up. A very nice charger that I like how big it is here. It says 25 watt there. That's a nice little touch. It is USB-C, which is neat. A lot of the newer phones are going all USB-C. I'm pretty sure the Pixel 3a XL was that way, and so was I believe my Note 10 Plus, which I'm recording this on now, is that same way as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dual screen. There's this little case here. A lot bigger than I was expecting. Gonna be a thick boy in the hand. This part is the screen. There's like a little you can sort of see that little screen there in that area. That's gonna be similar to what the second screen was. So my last LG phone was the LG V20, which I really liked, and I have a couple of videos on that. In here it's just some foam, of course. This is a weird little thing. I don't really like this necessarily, because you have to like magnet charge this thing on. So you gotta plug this into a USB-C cord and plug that there, and that will plug into there. And then this, of course, is another screen. And just a little booklet. There's an actual serial number sticker on the inside and on the back of this thing. I do really like this texture. So it's kind of like hard plastic. It's similar to what I would say the Samsung Rugged series is like. A little flimsier probably, but it still feels like it would take care of the phone pretty good. Now the goal is to not lose this thing though. This is going to be the hard part. But you can see it would just plug onto any USB-C here, and then that would plug into there. So I'm just going to have to leave this attached whenever the coronavirus is over. And if I try to travel with this, that will be the difficult part, is trying not to lose this piece, because I assume that's really when you're going to see the value of the second screen when I'm trapped on an airplane. So yeah, it's a very non-distinct little thing. It's a very strong magnet though. Alright, so now let's just take a look at the old LG phone. A very good size, good hand. I'm a big dude, 6'1", 240, 230 actually. I've lost some weight. It's got some heft to it, so you're definitely feeling this phone in your hand. There's also some little tiny stickers on the corners here, and I can see them. They're on every corner. There's also a little sticker here, and on the bottom of the USB-C. And I believe that's all of them. So on the side, you got your volume and this extra button, which I don't like. I don't know why Samsung got so much shit for having a Bixby button, but people can put a Google button and people are fine with it. And here's the power button. I do like the volume and power buttons on different sides. Up here is the SD card, micro SD card and SIM tray. Down here, of course, USB-C and the coveted 3.5mm headphone jack. So let me set the dual screen aside for a second, and let's just power this bad boy on, and we'll go through some details for this guy first. Alright, so we're just going to do the welcome setup. You can select how the second screen will look in apps. I don't even know what that means. They look like the same to me. Oh, I see. You're talking. They're calling the shit up here a second screen. That's stupid. So you can get rid of the notch. That makes sense. I guess they had the second screen before that, so I guess that makes a little sense. Once you insert the SIM card, I will, but right now I'm going to set it up first. Let me connect it to my Wi-Fi. So as I said, my daily driver is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I had the 5G version temporarily, and then I had some problems with the 5G, so I returned it, but I still kept the regular Note 10 Plus 5G. I am not going to copy. I'll set up as a new phone. As I said, I had the LG V10 and the V20, but I haven't had an LG phone since then. On my channel, I have a video of the LG Stylo, but that was for my son, which was a pretty nice phone. So I am getting used to typing with the LG keyboard. I'm going to give it a shot. Normally I use Swift key, but I know for the dual screen, I think the LG keyboard has some fancy tricks up the sleeve. I will probably use Swift key anyhow, just because I like how it will know all my stuff already. Alright, so we're going to set up the fingerprint. So this should have a optical fingerprint sensor, which would be similar to the OnePlus 7 that I had before, 6T, and the 7 Pro that I had before. So it won't be as secure as the Samsung Ultrasonic, but it should be a lot faster, which I'm really fine with because the lack of security is based on the phone won't have to leave my hand. So, and I don't see that happening. Although that was a pain in the ass about the old phones, it would light up at nighttime. Alright, I'll add my other fingers. Alright, fingerprints are set up. I rarely use voice services. I don't want this Tubi. I'm fine with, I don't want the security one. I do use visual voicemail and name ID, so I'm fine with those. But just doesn't seem to be a way to uncheck these. I'll just uninstall them next. So this is the option without the app button, and I'm used to that now, so I'll take that. So it's a good looking screen. There's a lot of noise on the review blogs and sites about being a 1080 screen, 1080p, but from where I'm standing, it looks pretty good. I don't want gestures, I want buttons. That's what I like. I did like gestures on the Pixel 3 XL, but that's the last time I ever used them, and I don't really care for them. All these Google apps I use, so I'm fine with those being on there. Quick Memo is the Notes app for LG. I do like that. Those are all LG apps. So ThinQ I'll probably get rid of, and LG Health I'll probably get rid of. More LG apps, I'll probably check those out before I get rid of them. Dual screen apps, some games that are pre-installed there, I might try those out. T-Mobile apps, I use all of those, so I'm fine with that. Booking.com, I definitely don't want. Over here's the news feed, so that's pretty good. Let's get my current location. I will at some point pair it to my Samsung watch. I do like LG's weather app. Alright, so let's just check a couple things out real quick. Settings, we'll go to System, Update Center, System Update. We're on the February 1st patch. It is now March, so we would like to see an update for a brand new phone. Samsung's been really good about it lately, so hopefully LG will step their game up, especially with this flagship phone. You can see you got 128 gigs, 30 gigabytes out the box. Again, I'll get rid of some of that shit. There you go, I guess I can go for apps right here. So there's 62 apps installed. Asphalt 9, I'll definitely uninstall. I might try the dual screen game out, but after that I'll uninstall it. FM radio, I don't give a shit about that, but some people like to have that on there. HD audio recorder I will like. I can use that to help record some videos sometimes. That'll be pretty good. LG Pay, I'm sure I won't even use. This one I don't want, so we can uninstall that. So that's good. People always complain about bloatware, but as long as you can uninstall it, who gives a shit, right? I guess Gboard's the default keyboard, maybe. Modern Combat 5, I'll try it out with the dual screen. I can't imagine I'll use it. I don't know what Memo for LG is. Sheets and slides, those are Google things. I'm fine with that. Sniper Fury is a game I'm sure I'll try out with the thing. Whatever the fuck Tubi is, I don't want. I'm sure this ThinQ app will be some bullshit that I'll get rid of as well, but I'll check it out first. T-Mobile Play, I don't know what that is. It's also probably going to be some bullshit I'll get rid of. Alright, so this button will take you right to Google Assistant. Again, I don't use voice shit, so that's not really a good thing for me, but hold this button down, just turns it off. Power off and restart, so let's try that. Alright, so keep in mind, don't have the SIM card in there. The battery's at 56%. Let me go ahead and try the second screen. People always kind of just show it kind of willy-nilly about how they get in there. I always wondered if this was flexible. This is hard plastic, so it doesn't really bend. Like, the case itself kind of bends, but like, seems like, and it will like fold all the way back, but like, it sure seems like getting it in is either going to damage this thing or damage this after a while. I mean, surely they've thought about that, because it does go in there pretty smoothly, but... And then to get it out, I guess I would just pop out like that. But like, it seems like that would be a lot of pressure on this USB-C here. And yeah, so there... Sure doesn't like this finger, does it? So this little guy here, we'll hit that. And then hit this to turn on the dual. Well. So now the dual screen's on. You can swipe that up, and that shows all your apps. So another thing I wondered, when I close it, what happens? So there you can see the time, This is going to be a super fingerprint magnet on the front. But I like that. You can see that pretty good. You can see that camera is protected. Should be plenty of room for the... Let me just double check with my... So these headphones are what I use for phone calls all the time. You see I have the stupid adapter because Samsung got rid of the 3.5mm. Yeah, that fits in there just fine. No problem. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And then if I close it and open it, it comes right back on. What if I fold it all the way around? So that's good too. If I fold it all the way around, it goes off. Because I don't want to hold it like this while I'm typing for most part. But when you put it back around, then it comes back on. And then if you want to turn it off, you just hit this button. You can use an app across both screens with wide settings, but then there's a button here and just turn this one off. Alright, so let me mess around with it for a little bit, and then we'll see how it goes. Well, I guess actually you want to see how this charging works. Yeah, sounds pretty good. You can see it's charging up there. Alright, so let me play around with it for a little bit, and then I'm going to add some more shit onto this video. Alright, so there you can see the always on display, or I guess it's, maybe I don't have it set always on, that's what it would look like. And you can double tap, so you can see the dual screen all its glory. So now it's Saturday. I've had a couple days to mess around with this. I've set it up some. The fingerprint sensor is really not great, but it's getting better, I guess. I couldn't figure out what to do with the second screen. So I've tried to set it up the best I would normally do with my phones. I did get this set up where I can just swipe up for the apps. Same thing on this side. There are a few, so the first day I had it, I was thinking the second screen was kind of useless. More of a gimmick than anything else. And I was like, I guess I'm not going to use it. And I was actually ordered a case for just the phone off of Amazon. Because the phone itself is pretty strong. But I didn't know how much I was going to use this second screen. I just didn't know what to do with it. Because, like, it doesn't really work. So let's say, alright, so I have Engadget here. So here's the Engadget website. And you can make it widescreen. We still have this big bar in the middle, right? So it's kind of useless, I guess. And it splits this. I put the bars back there. I made it the Samsung way as well. So some people probably hate that, but that's how I like it. And then I guess if you turn it this way, it works a little bit better. So you can just kind of scroll up and read as you go. But like YouTube really doesn't work well. I mean, it works, I guess, the way it was intended, but it just seems odd. So let's just go to my channel, so I know I won't get copyright claim. And I just posted a video about Sadie. Oh, I will say, this video was recorded. It is a little hard to hit the volume when you're in this double case. Certainly when it's laying flat, it's almost impossible. Alright, so this video, yeah, thumbs up that, we like it of course. This video was actually recorded on the LG V60. So that's one, if you wanted to check out my Great Dane, you can see the quality of the video. And the microphones are pretty good too. I mean, my videography skills aren't the best probably, and my mouse probably too close to the microphone. But as far as the quality, it's, I've been recording videos on my phones for as long as I've had YouTube channels. And the Note 10, which I'm recording this on now, has always been my favorite. But this one's pretty strong. So if we make it full screen, it just goes to this one screen, right? And then if I hit this, it goes back. But if I hit this icon and go to wide view, you can see it's almost big bar right in the middle there, right? So like it's Doesn't make any sense. And like I thought, even if you make it full screen, right? I mean, you have this big bar in the middle. Like it's not a great experience. And I thought, well, maybe I could just do it like this. And that's better, but it still cuts it off. It'd make more sense if it put it all on this one screen here, and then you can scroll the other shit down here. Maybe that's because my display's zoomed in. I'm not positive, but like, it seems odd, right? It's just, you know, there's nothing great about that experience. It does make me really look forward to the next Samsung Fold, not the new one they just put out, the Z one, but like the one that's going to be the Fold 2, like their previous version. I can definitely see the benefit of that. And it only a handful of things that will actually work. So only these apps will work in the widescreen. And you can do it with Chrome, so I don't know why I would want to use that whale for LG dual screen. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And I've already changed to using SwiftKey as my keyboard. And it does work. So, like, let's say I wanted to make an email. I can make this widescreen. And then if I wanted to type here, no, it's too big that way, but if you turn it this way, so this is pretty good, right? So I can just, so that's pretty good as far as like typing on that. Like, I can see me using this to type an email and still be able to read it. Because I like having a big keyboard. I have big hands. I have big hands, so I like having a big keyboard. But a lot of times that eats up too much of the screen. So I can see me using that on the Gmail side. Outside of that, it's mainly multitasking is really going to be the benefit here. Like, so let's say I wanted to check out my video performance. And then, you know, I wanted to text someone. I could just, or I want, you know, this I can see a use for, but and here, so on Samsung phones, there's a little thing here that you can kind of swipe and make a little pop-up come down. And these are all the apps I use in that, so I'm kind of just using that the same way. Beyond that, let's see. There's another weirdness about the dual screen. Comfort view. See, it says turn the screen off to use this feature. That comfort view is the thing where it makes the screen kind of yellowish, or, you know, the blue light filter, essentially. Now here's the thing. I have it set for sunset to sunrise. But if you turn this on, it turns off comfort view. Which is fine. I guess they don't have that technology built into this screen. I understand that. Now what they could do, which would be better, is once I turn this off, it should come back on, but it doesn't. You can see, it's not back on. I gotta turn it back on again. And then that breaks my schedule. So essentially, if you want to use it with the schedule, you just can't use the second screen at all, because anytime you turn the second screen on, it breaks your schedule, which is kind of annoying. So I'll say, like I posted on a Reddit, that this phone, I'm glad I have the second screen. I will use it. It is helping me, like, it is kind of neat to hold the phone like this, right? Instead of always just like resting it on your pinky, in case, you know, there's various articles online, so it's just fucking up your tendons or some shit. So now I can hold it more like a book, right? And it's not putting all that pressure on your pinky. And that's good. And then obviously, I've always used cases that had the cover. Like, here's my old LG V20. I always use this little bookcase here, and it was always good because you could certainly, like, I go on client sites for business, and you know, you could open your phone and kind of block who's ever on this side of you. They can't see what you're doing. Certainly with this, you know, they can't. Wireless charging works with this big case on. It works perfectly fine. So that will alleviate the problem with this thing, because I have wireless chargers all over my house. And you can plug that little thing in and transfer data. Like the videos I recorded, I plugged in, upload those to my computer from here, or download them essentially, and then I transferred them, what I'm looking for here, with that little adapter cord, and I transferred them from my phone to my computer in order to make that video on the YouTube video. So it doesn't just charge, it still allows for transfer speeds. Right. Outside of that, I don't have a lot of experience to go through here. I mean, I'm just kind of still messing with it, but as far as the first look, I'm digging it. I'm not going to return it. I'm definitely going to keep it. My first day, I was a little questioning if I was going to keep it or not. Oh, but I was going to say with the dual screen. When I first got it, I was thinking, well, I could just got the phone and saved $100. But now that I have it, I'm glad I had the double screen. I'm hoping they're going to add some functionality to it or make something. Maybe I'll find some more uses for it. If tomorrow this phone just disintegrated and I decided I want another one, I would probably just buy the LG phone and not the dual screen. At the time of purchase, it was only $100 more, and that was pretty much worth it. And LG phones do tend to drop in price fairly quickly, so you might be able to get in on that action too. So either way, I'm liking the phone. It's nice to be back with LG. Like I said, I haven't been with them since the LG V20. I do have 2 complaints. So they have all their software in here, like this Quick Memo, which is their note-taking app. This stupid whale for, I mean, it's just a browser. So I don't understand why I'd want to use this over Chrome or something, right? I might keep it on and try it out. We'll see if there's anything I can find as a use for it. But oh, and of course there is, you know, if I open this up and like say I'm here, you can hit this and it gives you a couple options. Like I can put the main screen sleep, or I can show the main on. So if I hit, I don't understand what the difference of hitting swap screen versus show main on dual. Like it's redundant. They all do the same thing essentially, right? So I don't know. I mean, just swapping it, which is good. I mean, it's a useful little trick there, but I don't know why there's so many different options in the settings there. Yeah, so like the LG apps, there's that app. Yeah, go to LG Update Center. You can see all the apps. So they pre-installed the games, which is fun. The Smart ThinQ service, the whale thing, and then they have some built-in stuff, which is that Quick Memo and the Quick Help, Smart World, and I don't know, maybe that's it. Oh, the audio recorder, LG Pay, LG Health. Yeah, and that's it. But they used to have their own calendar, and they used to have their own email app. And I know most people don't like that. They just want to use Google. Personally, I much preferred LG's calendar and Samsung's calendar. Are much better features to me than the Google calendar. I also hate how the Google shit always has a white border around it. And I really like the like for my Gmail account, I just use Gmail. But for my work account, I don't like the Outlook app. I prefer to use the Samsung email or the previously the LG email, but now they don't have it anymore. So you can't even find it in the store. So I mean, I guess I could find the APK and download it, but like that just seems more hassle than I'm gonna put into this, right? Oh, and of course, you can just slide over to get to the Google, whatever you call this daily thing, right? So it's pretty good. Overall, I'm really digging the phone. I'm gonna switch my SIM. I still don't have my SIM in there yet. I'm gonna put my SIM in it. I'll make a separate video where I do a speed test, and we'll go through that. And I'm also going to tie my Samsung watch to it. So this will be my daily driver throughout the coronavirus epidemic, and we'll see, or pandemic, and we'll see if it can replace my beloved Samsung Note 10 Plus. Anyhow, thanks for checking me out. Feel free to ask any questions. I respond to the vast majority of comments I get.